Hello and welcome back to Totally Abstracted, the podcast where we explore the world of abstract landscapes, creativity and the emotions that fuel our art. I'm Michelle, your host, and today I'm recording from here in Swansea, Wales, in the midst of storm Darragh. The winds are roaring outside, shaking the trees, and I can't help but feel a mix of awe and unease. Storms like this remind us of the incredible power of nature, but they also carry a sobering reality. My thoughts are with those who've been affected by this storm and others like it, those who have faced damage to their homes or even the tragic loss of loved ones. Storms are more than a spectacle, they leave a mark, both on the landscape and on our lives. Storms often find their way into my art, not just as a visual idea, but as a feeling. They're raw, powerful and transformative. Just as the land is shaped by wind and rain, we're shaped by the storms we experience in life, whether they're natural disasters or emotional upheavals. When I approach an abstract landscape, I think about these layers. Storms strip things back to their essence, revealing what lies beneath. That's something I try to reflect in my paintings. I build up layers with bold, sweeping marks, then scrape back with my catalyst wedge, allowing the underlying textures and colours to show through. For me, it's not about painting a storm literally. It's about capturing its energy, its impact. Sometimes that means a chaotic composition with dark, moody tones. And sometimes it's about the quiet aftermath, the stillness that comes once the storm has passed. It's important to acknowledge that storms are not just moments of beauty or inspiration, though. For many, they bring loss and hardship. Living here in Wales, where the land and sea are such central parts of life, I've seen how storms can devastate communities, and yet I've also seen incredible resilience, the way people come together to rebuild, to support one another and to move forward. That resilience is something we can bring into our creative practice too. Art can be a way of processing difficult experiences, of finding a way through the chaos. When the world feels overwhelming, sometimes putting paint to canvas is the only way to make sense of it all. So as Storm Darragh rages on, I've been reflecting on how this weather and others like it has shaped my work over time. In the past, I've certainly been drawn to deep, brooding blues and greys with sudden flashes of light, the way the sky can shift in a moment during a storm. In one of my older paintings, Turbulent Days, which you can see on my website, it was built up making sweeping marks with a palette knife, layering and scraping back, trying to capture not just the look of the storm, but its emotional weight. If you're feeling inspired to create in response to the storm, or to anything you're processing right now, remember that there's no right or wrong way to do it. Abstract landscapes are about connection, not perfection. Use the tools and colours that feel right to you, and let your emotions guide your hand. One thing storms teach us is that they don't last forever. There's always a moment when the winds die down and the skies begin to clear. That moment of calm, of quiet reflection, can be just as powerful as the storm itself. In art, I think we can find a similar sense of calm. Even when life feels turbulent, the act of creating can ground us. It can help us process what we've been through, or simply give us a moment of peace amidst the chaos. That's certainly what my recent painting demonstration, Rose Sky Reflections, tries to convey, and that's now up on my YouTube channel. As Storm Darragh continues to sweep through, I want to end this episode by sending my thoughts to anyone who's been directly affected by the storm. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, damage to your home, or just the anxiety that comes with extreme weather, know that my heart is with you. Art may not solve these problems, but it can offer a space for reflection, for healing, and for finding beauty even in difficult times. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Totally Abstracted. If this episode resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Tag me on Instagram with your art or just send me a message. I'd love to know how you're doing. Until next time, stay safe, take care of each other, and keep creating. Bye for now.